Guys, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to swing trade 1 hour a day. This is a very common question I get asked on this channel is, Carter, I only have an hour a day. I have a full-time 9-to-5 job. How can I trade with a little amount of time? So let's talk about it here in today's video. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. And at the end of the video, we're going to be talking about my strategy for this upcoming week and how you guys can implement it in your trading. So guys, stay tuned for that. And if you want to learn more about swing trading, trading in the markets, I highly recommend checking out the Swing Trading Masterclass. This is our school where I teach people my approach, my strategies, how I became a successful trader, how to grow small accounts, how to just trade the market. And the thing is I don't believe in getting rich quick. I don't believe in alerts. So if you want that type of scammy course and stuff like that, alerts, go find somebody else. I'm going to teach you the scanners to find plays, to find opportunities. So stay tuned for that. And you guys can use code money for 50% off the course. Only a couple of spots left for that code, and then it's going to expire. So check it out right now. And guys, let's jump into this here. So when it comes to swing trading, for those of you that are watching this video and this is your first ever swing trading video, swing trading is when you buy a position, you hold it for more than a day, but less than 1 year. On average, I hold my trades for about 6 to 9 days. So what that means is I buy one day, and then the next time I am touching that stock, buying or selling, is going to be 6 to 9 days later. So what that means is there is about a week span where I'm constantly just monitoring the stock. So that's what I want to talk about today is how do you just trade for an hour? But I know that title is a very, very clickbaity title and I don't even like using it. But the thing is you can easily swing trade with an hour a day. The thing is I've been doing this for over 6 years. Full time, this is my gig. This is what I love to do. If you're expecting to get rich quick and watch this video and then start trading with the same strategy, guys, don't do it. Don't do it. What I would love to see you guys do is take 6 months to a year, invest in yourself in paper trade. Investing into yourself, so what that means is watching YouTube videos. So you watching this is that first step, that first initiative, to become a successful trader. Take courses like mine, code money, 50% off. But more importantly, just try to learn as much as you can. During this time, you're going to document everything. So you're going to have a notebook. This is just a 99-cent notebook you can get at the dollar store, or you can be a little fancy and get a trading journal. I'll put the one that I use down below. But what this does is it really, really helps determine what type of trader you are and where your strengths and where your weaknesses are. Because what the great thing about documenting everything is you can see your errors, and you don't, the thing is you never want to make that same mistake twice, right? So documenting things, you can see where your mistakes lie and you can, avoid them for future trades. So taking 6 months, a year to figure that out and then fund a small account with $100, $50, try to build that up, and then see where your strengths and weaknesses are with a funded account and just slowly start adding money. And before you know it, you'll be doing very, very, very well. So guys, don't expect to get rich quick, but let's talk about how you guys can swing trade 1 hour a day. So what I would really recommend doing is taking about 30 minutes every single day and scanning the market. Using scanners like Finvez or Moomoo, which is the broker I use. Using scanners to start that process of finding opportunity. Take 30 minutes to do that. Then the other 30 minutes is going in on those charts that you find with opportunity. What you're going to do is you're going to draw out basic support and basic resistance. Doing this will help you pretty much find entry points of buying and selling, set an alert there, and then move on to other opportunity. Let me show you kind of what I mean by this here. So what I actually want to show you guys here is a stock that we are in on, and this is the one, the only Costco. Now, Costco is a position here that I absolutely love, and honestly, why I love it is because it follows my checklist. It follows my strategy. So in my trading journal, I have my checklist for entry. So what I look for a position is a stock on an upward trend. Okay, looking at Costco, has a very, very, very nice upward trend, as you guys can see. Boom. Has that nice upward trend like such. Okay. Now, another thing it has is basic support and basic resistance. Looking at this trend, what do we notice here? Each and every time it hits this trend, it gets good buying pressure, right? So it hits it here, hits it here, hits it here. Recently hits it here. So now looking at the stock, where would you want to buy it? You would want to buy this thing as close as you can to this yellow line. Okay, another support is this blue line here. This blue line is what we call the 90-day EMA line. It's a moving average line. So what this line acts as is support and resistance. When the stock is above it, like it is up here, we get good tendencies of getting buying pressure at that line. You guys can see it hits it. We have good buying pressure. Hits it, good buying pressure. So recently, comes in contact, getting good entry, and we got buying pressure. The next thing is, what's the RSI? The RSI stands for the Relative Strength Index. This tracks momentum inside the stock. So where we entered this position, it was trading for near and around a 33, which normally with our checklist, we like to go under 30. That's kind of the norm. That's kind of the standard, especially to grow a small account. But personally, I definitely think under 35 is doable. But what you have to adjust is your stop loss and your profit. You have to be a little more willing to cut your losses and to possibly take your profits a little sooner. And the reason why is because we could get a little more sell-off. But one of the reasons I did like it, taking a trade on the 34, was the last time it was trading for a 34. The stock went from about 690 all the way up to about 735, which might not seem like a big move, but that little move right there is 5%. 5% in the matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, I will take every single time. Personally, I'm not a trader that's going to buy a stock for 20 cents and sell it for $20. I'm a trader that will buy a stock for $1 and sell it for $1.05. But I'm going to do that consistently over the year and really try to compound my account. I go for base hits rather than home runs. Some traders are different. I find myself to be better at that. And that's the thing. Pick whatever strategy works well for you. The next thing I look at is earnings. Personally, I never hold during an earnings report. So looking at Costco, their earnings report is going to be September 26th. Okay. And the reason I never hold through an earnings is I can actually show you here. Holding through an earnings, you guys can see this stock went from about $800 all the way down to about $715. Then on this earnings, this stock went from about $812 to about $850. So it's a 50-50 chance of making money on a position. So for me, I don't hold during earnings, and that's why I have it in my checklist, is because I never want to hold during that. The next thing is risk and reward. Personally, every time I take a trade, I'm trying to risk $1 to make as much money as possible. So with this stock here, we can actually go to the hourly so you guys can see my entry point. You guys can see entering here on that line here where we actually entered this position at about 813 was our average cost here. Our target was all the way up here. Let's go ahead and draw it out. Our target was all the way up here at about 850. Okay, that's the nearest resistance, and our stop loss is going to be, whoops, let's zoom in a little bit. Our stop loss is just going to be a hair below these lowest wicks, okay? So now we're risking about $1 to make $3.66. So the norm is, honestly, I would say is about a 3-to-1 before you take a trade. And this obviously surpasses that, which is always good. Okay, so now the last thing is, where do you enter the stock? So there's two ways that I personally enter a position. The first way is on hourly support, and that's where we entered here at about 813. Entering at a hourly support can really help you get buying pressure, and you guys can see shortly it actually is starting to push its way up. And what we're looking for is the breakout of this red line. The red line is the 200-day moving average line. This line, very similar, acts as support, it acts as resistance, but it's going to be a harder support, harder resistance. You guys can see in the past it hit it and we got sell-off, so we're obviously looking to hit it and get buying pressure. The last time it did that, we can actually go back and see what happened. So you guys can see it fell below the moving average line. It found support here, boom, boom, rallied its way up. So if we would have entered on the support, that would have done a good job as well, or entering on the breakout of the 200-day moving average line. And you guys can see, following up, got great buying pressure. So that's kind of the strategy in a nutshell, is just doing a checklist and making sure you're following it all. If you want to learn this checklist, I highly recommend checking out the Swing Trading Masterclass. It's absolutely fantastic. Code money, 50% off. And guys, we'll see you guys in there. Like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.